Big Mike and Omeche Oko, when best friends finally became lovers. Everyone had noticed the change between Big Mike and Omeche Oko. They were no longer pretending that they were just best friends. They were officially dating, and somehow, the relationship had made their already close bond even sweeter. The biggest change: the way they called each other, babe. One morning, Omeche was getting ready for the day when her phone rang. It was Michael. She answered. "Hello." His voice immediately came through. "Good morning, babe." Omeche smiled. "Good morning, Mike." "Mike." She laughed. "Yes. After everything we've been through, you're still calling me Mike. What should I call you?" He laughed. "You know what you should call me." She smiled. "Okay, babe." There was a brief silence. Then Michael laughed. "That sounds much better." Omeche shook her head. "You're becoming spoiled. Only because you spoil me." "Who told you that?" "You did." "When?" "Every time you call me babe." She laughed. Their relationship had started so naturally that sometimes they still couldn't believe they had gotten there. They had spent so long being best friends. Now they were learning what it meant to be a couple without losing the friendship that had brought them together. Michael loved making Omeche laugh. He would randomly call her just to ask how her day was going. Sometimes she would answer with a simple, "Hi, babe," and somehow, those two words could completely change his mood. One afternoon, Michael called. "Babe, where are you?" "I'm busy." "Busy doing what?" "Something important." "More important than me." She laughed. "Definitely." "Wow. Don't start. I'm heartbroken." "You'll survive. Only because I know you'll call me later." Omeche smiled. "You know me too well. That's what happens when your girlfriend is also your best friend." She became quiet for a moment. Then she smiled. "I like hearing you say that." "What?" "That I'm your girlfriend." Michael laughed. "You're my girlfriend, babe." She smiled. "And you're my boyfriend." "Say it again." "No, please." She laughed. "My boyfriend." Perfect. Their relationship wasn't about constant dramatic moments. It was the little things. Michael remembered when Omeche had an important day. He would message her early. "Good luck today, babe. You've got this." Whenever she accomplished something, he celebrated like it was his own achievement. And whenever Michael had something important to do, Omeche was always there encouraging him. One evening, Michael called her after a long day. "Babe, I missed you today. You saw me this morning." "I know. And you already miss me." "Yes." She laughed. "You're becoming too attached." Maybe. Okay. Definitely." She smiled. "I missed you too." Michael became quiet. "Say that again." "I missed you. My day is officially better." She laughed. "You are so dramatic. But you love me." She paused. Then smiled. "Yes, babe, I do." Michael laughed softly. Those moments were what made their relationship special. They could be playful one minute and have serious conversations the next. They could tease each other endlessly, but they also knew when to listen. Most importantly, they never forgot that before they became lovers, they had been friends. One evening, they sat together talking about how everything had changed. Omeche smiled. "Do you remember when everyone thought there was something between us?" Michael laughed. "Yes. And we kept saying we were just friends." "We were. Until we weren't." He smiled. "Exactly." Omeche looked at him. "Do you ever regret it?" "Dating you?" "Yes." Michael shook his head. "Never." "Why?" Because I didn't just fall in love with you. I already knew you. She smiled. And that makes a difference. A huge difference. He explained that he already knew her personality, her dreams, her sense of humor, and the things that mattered to her. He wasn't discovering a stranger. He was falling for someone he had already learned to trust. Omeche smiled. That's probably why I feel so comfortable with you. Michael nodded. That's what I wanted. What? For you to always feel safe being yourself around me. She smiled. I do. They sat quietly for a moment. Then Michael smiled. Babe, are you hungry? She laughed. That's what you wanted to say. Yes. You made that sound so serious. I was building suspense. She shook her head. You're impossible. And you're still dating me. Unfortunately. Michael laughed. Fortunately. Omeche smiled. Okay, babe. Yes. Let's go. Where? Food. He immediately stood up. Now you're speaking my language. And just like that, they were back to laughing. Their love story wasn't perfect. It didn't need to be. It was built on something stronger than excitement. It was built on friendship, trust, understanding, and genuine care. Big Mike had found someone he could call babe and still talk to like his best friend. Omeche had found someone who could make her laugh, listen to her, support her, and still tease her endlessly. And whenever someone asked what changed between them, the answer was simple. Nothing really changed. They were still best friends. They had simply fallen in love along the way. Now, instead of saying, "Hey, Mike," Omeche would smile and say, "Hey, babe." And instead of answering, "Hi, Omeche," Michael would smile and say, "Hey, beautiful." Their friendship had become their relationship. And their relationship had given their friendship an entirely new meaning. Thank you so much for listening to today's gist. If you enjoyed this discussion, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on your notification bell so you'll always be among the first to receive our latest Nollywood updates. To my returning subscribers, thank you once again for your continuous support. I appreciate every one of you. Until our next gist, keep supporting Nollywood, keep spreading positivity, and take good care of yourselves. My name is Sandy, and this is Direct Sandy TV. See you in the next one.